Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. So, we'll be starting live in a moment. I'm just having my view of the tools hidden here underneath my script. And I see the delay is quite manageable, so any minute now I will be starting the live. Starting in a moment. Okay, so as usual, I will try to keep the look out on the chat. If there will be any questions, I will try to answer them. But please do keep in mind that I am working with some level of delay between what I'm saying right now and what you hear. So you just gotta bear with me. And yeah, I really need to not look at the miniature videos of myself because I see many different timelines, but that's okay. I'll just rearrange it here and I'll be fine. I should get the notification on my streaming software anyway, so I think that's it. We are live and we can go. Hello everyone and welcome to Open Tech Hour. So today I might not use the whole 60 minutes, but I will do my best to make the shorter material as informative as possible. Since the last live, I did attend some conferences, some meetings, and I did get some questions. I did receive some feedback regarding issues that I supposed to raise here. So the question I was asked the most was how to use passkeys in real life scenarios. And the second, also quite popular question was about the usability of passkeys and how much effort a person needs to register and maintain them. So, popular questions, and I will aim to show you how to register and how to use passkeys on several popular services. I have my cheat note here, so I will look to the side from time to time. Sorry about that. I will use different authenticators, I will use cloud, I will use apps, I will use security keys and more. My aim is to show you that there's really not much difficulty in creating passkeys, provided their implementation on the relying party side was correct. And yeah, when I was doing my research for this live, I did figure out that this is not the case for every service I was trying to use. So, the old way, my usual process of this, the one I'm using, when I register an account is I navigate to a website, I click register or create account, whatever the chosen wording is, pick a login name that's usually pretty constant, I'm easy to look for, and when it comes to choosing a password, I always rely on some sort of password generator. I'm using a Mac, so most of the examples will be Apple-based. No worries, there will be some Android and Windows examples. But when I'm in Safari, I usually let iCloud Keychain generate my password. And afterwards, I copy it anyway and save it to my KeePass. I like to keep a backup copy. On my phone, however, I generate a password in Keepassium. That's another client for my KeePass database. And I do create entry for every account, even if I think it will be a throwaway account. So I do create this entry in my database. At some point of time, when I will use this account I created on a cell phone, and I will use it on my laptop, I will probably save it to Keychain anyway at some point of time. I'm logging in. The browser will ask me whether I want to or not, and yeah, I usually agree. Then, after the password generated, pasted, double checked against the password policy, I probably put some bullshit data in the personal formula. I'm quite not that diligent when it comes to providing my personal data. So all the other steps after the initial registration are quite swift, though the initial registration process does take some time. I'm used to it. Though there are times when I stumble upon a website that has something of interest to me and I actually quit looking for this content because I'm discouraged by the need of registering an account. That takes some time. I usually need some short bit of information and I just don't find it worth my time. So I'm discouraged and I'm quit. So, in perfect passwordless world, I should just provide my email, not really required by the standard, but the service needs to know where to send the spam, unlock my authenticator, and input some fake name afterwards. That's how it should look like. And let's verify whether it works that way in a real life scenario. First, I would like to show you how to use Passkeys. I will perform some exercises of registering and using a passkey on a model website, passkeys.io, and now I realize I did not paste the sources in the description, so I will do it after the live. This site lets you register as many passkeys as you want. On a demo throwaway account, you don't really even need to put a real email in order to do it. I did exactly that. Though I did throw away an email because I want to show you how it works on Google. One thing to note, since I actually use different authenticators, some of them external to my system, so I recorded the process beforehand. And I will play the recording right now and probably do some live comment on it. Unfortunately, this is the first time ever I'm doing such exercise, and I really, really do hope this will look okay. Nevertheless, I will upload those two short videos on YouTube and also paste them in the description for you to view it later. Another note, I somehow realized I don't have a single Android device nowhere near me. So the mobile usage will be presented on an iPhone, though the process is very similar. It's actually it's limited to scanning a QR code with your camera. And moving on, you'll see it in a moment. So let's start with the registering. Now, this should be this video. And yeah. So first, this is this passkeys.io website. There's really no need to put a very real email on it. Yeah, it's live at secfense.com does not really exist. Just to create some sort of an account. Though, if you want to come back to this account for any reason, I suggest you input a valid email and verify it. So, first, I'll register a passkey on Mac OS. What I mean, I click Create Passkey, choose iCloud keychain, and use my fingerprint to unlock the authenticator. A second after that, it's done, and you see we got the first passkey registered. And I assure you, this is a very short demo. All of the methods in this model website, but I have to stress that out. This is a model website, and the implementation of Passkeys is near perfect on this one. So it takes less time. Okay, I use macOS, so let's register this one in iOS. This will actually be the same authenticator because I will use iCloud for both. I click register passkey. I will choose a mobile device and scan the QR code with my cell phone. This is unfortunately Polish since my phone is in Polish, but this is pretty damn self-explanatory. One thing that actually happened here, I'll pause it first. Oh, I'll let it go through. the passkey is registered. One thing, and one very important thing that happened here, is that during this process, my cell phone did in fact attempt to communicate with my laptop. It used Bluetooth Low Energy. The protocol used is called Hybrid. Previously, it was called CABLE, cable, because of the humor. And the only reason it's doing that is to make sure that the authenticator I'm using is in the vicinity of the laptop I'm registering the passkey on, or I'm displaying the service, the relying party on. This is to avoid cases like when a bad actor sends you a QR code and you register a passkey using it, which might lead to some problems. Okay, iOS registered. Moving on to external authenticator, Bitwarden. As you can see, I did install Bitwarden and install a browser extension. The browser extensions are needed for every single application, every single software authenticator you use. So Bitwarden, 1Password, KeePass, all of them have some sort of browser extension you need to install to a browser of your choice. So I create a passkey, Bitwarden takes over, save passkey, and that's it. I was already logged to the Bitwarden, so yeah, easy as that. KeePass Extra, another password manager, same process. I have a KeePass add-on here. When I click create a passkey, Windows pops up where I just register. I'm already logged into my database and the passkey is registered. Fun fact here, more often than I'm comfortable with admitting, but full frontal here, I misname Passkeys and KeePass for some reason. Different parts, same parts of words in different words. It's really confusing. Chrome profile. Chrome also allows you to use itself as a passkey provider. So you can choose Chrome profile and just create a passkey in there. In this case, I have to unlock it with my macOS account. On Windows, this would be probably Windows Hello or any other form of authenticating yourself within a Windows ecosystem. Moving on, now we have aforementioned Windows Hello. I'll switch to my virtual machine. I don't really have access to a proper camera, so I will input a PIN. But yeah, another pause here. Keep in mind, it's not the PIN that will authenticate me. The PIN will only open the authenticator and allow the passkey to be used. So yeah, a very short PIN in my case, confirming, and done. We got Windows Hello. YubiKey, yeah, this is my favorite little thing, personalized for me. Already put in my USB drive. Okay, Bitwarden was already there, so it took it as a first authenticator. When I closed it, other authenticators were possible. Process identical both on Windows and Mac OS. This is Windows in this case. I'm choosing a security key. Yes, what happens here now? It's the first time I'm using this on the system, so I had to click OK a couple of times, but what's happening right now, my YubiKey was flashing. I touched it, input the PIN to open the authenticator, touched it again, and done. The key is saved and registered on this website. So this was registering, and it was quite easy, right? The whole show lasted about 2 minutes, though I did make some cuts here and there, and yeah, I also paused it from time to time to make my comment, but I managed to register several passkeys. And imagine how much time would I need, if it would be possible, to register several passwords on one single account. So we have it registered, so let's use them. Logging in on macOS. You see here, I don't need to input my email address. This is a redundant step when it comes to Passkey. Unfortunately, I will spoil the rest of the show. In some cases, you still need to do it. That's thanks to a faulty, well, maybe not faulty, but not ideal implementations. I choose the correct passkey here, unlock the authenticator, bang, I'm in. Fast and easy. You see the very same account I use. iOS, again, I pick up my cell phone, open camera, click login using passkey, choose the phone as an authenticator, QR code, yellow sign, verification whether we are in vicinity. That's why it takes a bit longer. Face ID. Hello, I'm in. Lovely. Moving on. As far as I remember, this will be Chrome profile. Remember, I used one in Chrome profile. Very nice implementation, also very easy, and it uses system API to authenticate yourself. In this case, to just Touch ID. I think this one was the fastest so far. I'm surprised. Before then, the add-on is there, just confirm, and we're in. KeyPass XT, also sign with Passkey. The window opened a little bit to the side. I have to move in. I confirm, authenticate, and I'm in. And yeah, last but not least, I think YubiKey. Again, before it came in place, I close it. I'll choose another authenticator, touch the key, input pin, touch the key again, and I'm in. And another attempt at physical key. Fun part, well, maybe interesting fact about those. Those are named in FIDO as roaming credentials. So yeah, when you take out the key, you roam it. You can put it in another system. In this case, I use it to log in on Windows, and now I'm using it to log in on a completely separate system with identical process. You saw there was a QR, but it disappeared the moment I touched the authenticator. The reason the QR was there is because the whole passkey registration and logging in process basically sends a message. Hey, I want to authenticate or request for authentication to all the authenticators present on your system. In this case, it was Bitwarden. In this case, it was YubiKey. The first that responds is the one that gets the privilege to authenticate. So that's how we use those. Again, I will put those in the chat and in the description of this video, of the recording later on, so you can just use it for reference if you need. There is no live comment, however. So if you want to hear me again, for any reason, you'll have to play the video again. But yeah, that was the demo website. It was created to showcase how passkeys should be used in an ideal world, in an ideal implementation. Though, as you probably already guessed, there is no such thing as ideal implementation. And not all passkeys implementations are perfect. Though still usable. I'll show you. I did choose some websites, what I consider that are popular or used. On some I already had accounts, on some I created them just for the purpose to showcase them out here. I am quite confident that you will find that at least one of those that you use. So you will take something out of it. So the goal of this exercise is to show you what you should be looking for within the website when you want to register passkey or when you want to use passwordless authentication to log in. I don't really remember which of those services I'm using my own account and on which I'm using a throwaway account. So I just hope I won't disclose too much personal information. Yeah, so I'd make myself vulnerable. Well, at least all in the name of science, right? Okay. So I think we should start with Google. And I will present share screen. and I will present my Chrome browser. So here you go. The session is clear. I'm not logged in anywhere, so I'm going to google.com and I accept every single cookie. I don't think I have a Passkey here registered as for now, so I will use the old way. And there will be quite a lot of passwords. No, I already have a Passkey registered. So let's Google. So first I will log in and I will register. One thing you should have noticed here, Google requires you to provide your login, though it should not be necessary. However, services tend to cling to this idea of providing some sort of login information. And yeah, Google is not the last one that does this, in my opinion. When you're logged in to your Google account, you go into your Google account, just like that. Your account information, this is a very pretty account. I don't even have second factor apart from the Passkeys. Passkey login here. You go to security and you have two things to choose. First of all, you register Passkey by clicking here. And just to be fair, I showed you in those short videos how to use Passkeys on Windows, Mac, some external authenticators, YubiKey, so that's all there. The process is there. And now for the sake of time saving and for the sake of my own user experience, I will register and show all those Passkeys using iCloud Keychain. So I will delete this one. So I won't have a double entry and I will click create a passkey. Now, this is default for me. I could press cancel to choose another authenticator, but I will be using this one for the rest of this live. I opened the authenticator, done. Easy as that, passkey created. You can see all your passkeys here, and remember, you can create as many passkeys as you wish using different authenticators. So do yourself a favor and use backups. One more thing from Google, it is, at least I advise, I'm not sure if it's advised by the provider, to mark the skip password when possible as on. Then you'll be passwordless or passkey authentication will be your default. I will allow myself to stay here within the Gmail part of this service because I will probably need it later. Now, another popular email, Outlook.com. But first, I will show you something funny. Outlook actually implemented, or Outlook Microsoft did implement their own version of Passwordless using their tools, namely the Microsoft Authenticator app. And you can use passwordless authentication with no need to involve FIDO. Let's see if it's a good idea. I will now log in to my, give me a second, a very, very short second. Yes, my headphones are on the verge of dying, but I hope they'll be fine. I'll just look at here. So when you go to Outlook, you type in your email address, outlook.com, beware of the typos. When I click next, you see no password needed. I need to check my authenticator app. Just let me move to it. Yes. As you can see, I'll show my face. I'll show it here. Can I? Yes. You can see that I need to press 70. Confirm my identity again by showing the face, and I'm in. Hello. That was a very nice passwordless sign-in, right? I used Microsoft account, I use Microsoft tool to authenticate. However, if you noticed, I'm not sure you did, I did not really use Microsoft domain. This is my own, fortunately, phishing site that I use to showcase this kind of scenarios. And this is real Outlook. This is a very real situation. However, this is proxied by this tool. Let me just present another screen. Yes. This is where I initially hit the traffic on this not a fish domain, and it was further related to Outlook. Shout out to a great coder, a great security guy, Kuba Klecki, Polish security specialist who designed this tool, which is used to automate and simplify phishing. Because I entered the wrong domain, you can see that session 111, that some information about me was caught. My email was caught. There was no password whatsoever because I didn't use a password. But this is not really dangerous. What is dangerous is this little part here. That is a session cookie. And when the attacker intercepts it, you are done. That is a game over for anyone who was trying to log in. Let me switch to another browser, which will be completely unrelated to the one I used to log in. An incognito window of Firefox, and navigate to Real Outlook. And just look at that. Again, it's in Polish. I'm from Poland, my bad. I don't need to put my credentials here. I'll just use this simple tool for cookie addition and import the cookie I pasted from EvilJinx. Now all I need is refresh and game over. The attacker has access to my email account, basically to the limit of my own privileges, which is scary in my opinion. And not something I would like to experience in a real life. Let's see what would happen if I would use FIDO. Let me just stop sharing this. I will open a new website here. Give me a second. That actually requires some effort from my side. Yep. Okay. This site. Open a new Chrome. File, new incognito window. I'm here. Okay. So what would happen if I would use FIDO? So screen, window, Chrome, incognito tab. I will put this little baby in my YouTube port, in my USB port. It's there. I will navigate to this scary site again, Outlook live notafish.com. But this time I will try and log in passwordless. Oh no! What happened? Did I mess something up? Yes, I did. I did mess something up by navigating the bad website. What happened here is a wrong URL was used, and FIDO did actually stop me from logging in. If I would go to a real Outlook.com and sign in, again, not here, but with my YubiKey. Hello there. I think I have both, but first I will touch my YubiKey. I'm asked to input my PIN, touch my YubiKey again. And no, I don't want to stay signed in. Hello there. So I am logged in to my account securely, safely, and without a big problem. And while I'm here, I can actually show you how to register Passkey in Outlook. So when you're in your email or any other Microsoft service, you click on your initials or your profile picture if you have one, and go to my Microsoft account. You gotta choose which one. This is the one I want to use. I'm in settings. As far as I remember, yes, it is also in Polish. Sorry about that. I was hoping this wouldn't be in Polish. So, I don't really want to add anything additional, not right now. That is a throwaway account. If I will make it a bit larger, you see this part is called security. I could probably change the language, but I won't do it live. I think I did it in the morning, but that sucks. So I'll go to security tab, and I can actually review my security. Manage how I sign in. That's this link. As you can see here, I have a password. I have one already used hardware key, and I can always add another here. You press add new verification or login method. The first option is for Passkeys, and let's say I will use iCloud keychain. Hello, unlock my authenticator. And I'm here. What is also very good to have turned on is to enable passwordless account. That's what this means. So if I'll enable this, not really. This actually is for the Microsoft Authenticator. This was the previous example. Now I have iCloud keychain, and yeah, forget about this one. This is all you need. So yeah, my bad here. Okay, so we did Microsoft, so let's get a little bit more technical, shall we? Let's go to github.com. Okay, so my account is probably protected by some sort of second factor, because this is required when you create it. Also a throwaway account, so no harm here. Again, I log in with the passwords. This takes a long time. I need to copy both of them from my password manager. I really do hate it. So I press on my icon. I will go to settings, which are somewhere here, exactly. Lovely. And I will go to password and authentication. And yeah, kudos for GitHub. They give you a huge info box and encourage you to go passwordless, which is just lovely. I really love and endorse such ideas. So let's add a passkey. Yeah, add a passkey. I'll choose an authenticator, which will be again iCloud keychain. Enable it, and I'm here. iCloud keychain. What I realized, you probably don't see the window where when I authenticate to my authenticator, because the screen sharing doesn't allow it. But just keep in mind, wherever it's happening, whenever I'm saying I open my authenticator, I just press my fingerprint scanner. So I do have a passkey here. Let's log out, sign out. What I'd like to do to make sure that it's a very clear session, I delete the cookies, refresh the website, and I sign in. Forget this one, make it easy. Sign in with a passkey. I see my own account is also here. Demo passkeys, and unfortunately you don't see the sign in button, but I'll just press my fingerprint scanner and done. I'm in. Faster. Really nice. That's all for GitHub. Easy and fast. Kayak.com, which I'm also afraid will be kayak.pl due to my location. I actually love how Kayak implemented Passkeys registration. I don't really love the way they implemented logging in, but let's not spoil it. You press register. Oh no, I'll do this. English, where are you? English. Yeah, let's use the English simplified. Sign in. Let's say I do not have an account. I will continue with an email. I will use my throwaway email. Continue. And should not happen like that. Let's kill it. Let's delete all the cookies. And try again. This actually should show you, at least it did when I was testing. Now Kayak, you should not be doing that. Stop screen, present, let's choose a second browser window. This will be this one for us. And let's go to Kayak with a very clean page. Also Kayak PL, change this. Sign in. Just make it a notch larger. Sign in using an email. This is the email I want to use. Continue. That's not really what I want to show you. When I was testing today, maybe it's because due to the stream, I have no idea. Kayak actually was using Passkeys as the first and default authenticator. So this is mighty strange. Did not happen to me earlier. Let me just log into my email and I will copy the password I was given. I will show you how to register. I hope I will show you how to register this passkey here. Anyway, so I'll move on to my Gmail account in a second browser. There is a verification code 597388. Hello, I'm here. So let's see how it would work here. I have this account. I go to my account. Let's just make it again English simplified. Lovely. This is my account. Let's see where you would go to change your. I probably would go to account, preferences, Poland, Passkeys. Again, big info box. Thank you, Kayak. Add a passkey. I will probably use this one for the future because you can see what's happening when I'm opening my authenticator. So Safari, it will be. Touch my fingerprint scanner. And hello there, I have a passkey. Now signing out, refresh the website, sign in again. And that's what I don't like with Kayak implementation. No, like and not like. Actually, that's a double. That's not really very singular decision because Kayak doesn't really have a sign in with passkey button. And I'm not a fan of that. As you see, even though I was doing this today, I stumbled a bit and I forgot that in order to use the passkey for this website, you click the login field. And then you can choose, well, that's a remembered email. There is some saved passkey I have in my system, and this is the passkey I set recently. So this is how you choose to log in with passkey. It is actually passwordless, obviously, and to some moment it's also usernameless because you don't really have to input the user, though you have to choose a correct passkey. Even if you had a singular passkey, you still have to choose it and input it. So not my favorite kind of implementation. I really like GitHub sign in with passkey, but yeah, we work with what we have. But still these passwords, right? That's actually, I think it's obvious. So, I actually lost track of my view windows, so I'm not sure if no one's watching, but if someone's watching, that's for you. You all in LinkedIn users, let me use my throwaway account again. Comment file and password. Even though it's throwaway, it's pretty strong. So I'm on LinkedIn. You don't really need to search for me here because this is not an account I use. I sign in, so let's add a passkey. I click on myself. I need to go to settings and privacy. Now sign in and security part, and here you go. You have the passkey section. When you click on it, you can create a passkey. And what LinkedIn asks you here is to put your password again. So I won't put my original passkey because I could actually register here with the passkey I have for my original account. But yeah, I create a passkey. I put the LinkedIn password and create a passkey. That is some sort of security here, but the implementation, again, at least in my point of view, is subpar. Mostly because I need to wait for this bloody email, which I don't like doing. But fortunately, LinkedIn queue is fairly fast. 804057, submit. And now I can register a passkey. I do not really understand it because I was already authenticated when I came here. I was re-authenticated when I created the passkey, and yet again I had to re-authenticate to finalize this configuration. It's tedious, but hell, whatever for the security. However, now when you want to log in again, just refresh, sign in, click it actually remembers me here, so I have a passkey for this website. I just click it, authenticate, and I'm there. Easy as that. Moving on to some socials and some gaming. Discord actually recently added a passkey situation, so let's check it out. I see we're actually doing quite fine with the time, so I'll have to hurry up. I'll use my, again, throwaway account. Lovely. You see how much time it takes to copy and paste this password. Oh, okay, I know I could speed it up with password managers and add-ons, but that would take a long time. Another side note, Discord has this login with QR code. One of the most dangerous things on the internet. What if someone sends you a QR code, you log in, you confirm, and someone else logs in? At least that's how it works initially when they implemented it. I don't use it anymore, and I will never use it again. So, Discord is also, at least what's also fairly easy. You click the user settings, you scroll a little bit down, and you have a register security key. Please note, you need to have your email verified in order to be able to register security key. Click register. Again, password. Same situation as on LinkedIn, but I do not think it will ask you to confirm this with a 6-digit code. Another interaction with my authenticator. Good morning. I have a iCloud passkey. Now, actually a very nice thing to do. Backup code. so I can download a set of backup codes in case I lose my authenticator. So I save them somewhere safe, obviously, and I can always omit the two-factor authentication when I'm in trouble. I don't need them for this case, I'm sure, because I actually know what I'm doing. Do I? So, user settings, where do you log out? You log out here, log out. Now, just refresh. And in order to relog in, what do you do when you relog in? I think that on Discord, yes, that's one more thing that Discord done bad. Discord that didn't really go full passwordless. I did register the passkey, obviously, but it is used in a legacy way. It's a surprise because it was really, they were really almost there, but now I can only use Passkey as a second factor. So I still need to use my credentials. Not the best implementation, but one of the safest second factors out there. Another one, Nintendo.com. Let's see here. Let me log in with my account. I sign in. Yeah, well, if all of you know my account by now, and I will sign in with this one again. I think I have this account. This one, I think about Nintendo, which I'll tell later, though I had no issues testing. One more thing about passwords. CAPTCHAs. I haven't seen this one for a while, and I really do not miss it. Yep. Enough. Come on, come on, come on. Please, Japan, let me in. Email address, password, CAPTCHA, verification code. Come on. When will we go passwordless? I'll stay here. At least it will be English. So I have a demo Passkey website. I need to, in order to register Passkey after verification, I need to go to sign in and security settings. So account settings, there's a sign in and security settings, and here you go. There is a passkey. No one not registered yet. Edit, register new passkey. I do hope I won't have to authenticate myself again. No, just the authenticator. This will be sore after this exercise. Okay, I have a lovely passkey. Here, sign in method. Let's see if I can. That's whether you put sign ID or email. I don't really care about this one. Let's see how will logging in look like. Let's hear, and yeah, the good kind. Sign in with the passkey. No need to put your username in. Obviously, I have my own private one. Demo passkey 0. Open the authenticator. And that's actually a very nice proof. Then you can have several passkeys on a single website. What I've managed to learn today, though without the Nintendo Switch on my hand, I can't really verify it. It is supposedly possible to log into your Switch with a passkey. If you have let's say on iCloud, you can use your phone to log in. If someone tests it, please confirm it. I would really love to see it. So another nice website would be PlayStation Network, also gaming, and also in Polish. We don't really have that much problem with Polish language, right? I'm actually speeding up because I have only 12 minutes left here. My own account, my own password. I'm not sure if you will believe me, but this is the most I've used password since the last couple of months. Really, it's annoying. And it really helps me stick with my Passkey evangelism, even though if it is tedious and unnerving or irritating, I will always use Passkeys from now on. You click your face, you go to account settings. To be honest, right now I'm not really doing it even from my notes. I'm doing it from memory because that looks basically the same everywhere. You are redirected to another page, to sign.com, though you are already authenticated here. And where do you have it? Where do you have it? Where do you have it? Where do you have Passkey? Sign in with Passkey, status deactivated. Edit and create a Passkey. Again, Touch ID. Very nice process. Sonny, I do think you did it flawlessly, did you? No, we did not, because this is, again, I probably need to refresh it. I need to choose a Passkey, and this is this one. So I choose a Passkey, open my authenticator, and I'm in. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I would prefer a sign in with Passkey button. So maybe one last. If anyone here have kids, especially teens, I'm sure they know this one. Actually, my daughter plays the game a bit more than I'm comfortable admitting, but what can I do? You can make your children safe. When you log into your account, again, settings, somewhere within the settings there will be Roblox, kudos to you. In account info box, tired of passwords? Obviously I am. After this hour, I am terribly tired. Add a passkey, continue. Yep, make sure it's me. Okay, I understand it. More. And unlock the authenticator. And here it is, passkey created successfully. Log out. Let's refresh and you see. I would rather like the login with passkey button, but still, this is very frequent, and probably the more I see it, the less awkward I will think it is. So login with passkey, unlock authenticator, and I'm on Roblox. You can also do it with Uber, you can do it with Bolt, you can do it with WhatsApp, though you will need to do it on your cell phone. Funny enough, you could also do it with Twitter, and I will not believe you if you say you call it X. No one does. But you only can do it after having the account, obviously, only on iOS and only as a second factor. So Twitter, there is still some room for improvement. And there are more and more websites and services that implemented Passkeys that allow you to use them. Better or worse, hopefully more of them will keep up to the standard, or at least to my standard. Look for the logo, the name, anywhere in your account settings, in the security settings, and hopefully you'll find it. I don't really know. I already earned your trust, but if I did, trust me, I am tired after this show. I really did not anticipate that putting in passwords after so much experience with Passkeys would look like. So terrible. And I did genuinely learn to love this technology, and I migrate whenever I can. I always look for the option to go passwordless. You can always check whether the website of your choice already went by navigating to passkeys.directory. Again, it will be in the description. It's by far not a complete list, just a list of the biggest players. You can see that the domains over there are quite popular, quite known, and you can also vote for where you would like to have the Passkeys implemented. So put some social pressure on your owner. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, issues, or just want to chat, feel free. I will remain here for the next 6 minutes at least. Or feel free to reach out. You know my socials. I promise I will respond to every email. And yeah, thank you for your attention and stay safe. Thank you, Katarzyna. I'm really happy you joined. So, a couple more minutes. I have to factor in for the delay. So now I'll be just rambling with no script whatsoever and see whether there will be any questions. Maybe later, maybe in the chat, maybe in the comment section. This will stay on YouTube forever. And for anyone to watch. I really need to figure out some contest for those who made it to the end. I did not anticipate this one will be so long, so I actually took almost full hour. I'm astounded by myself and quite happy since I finally managed to lift up to the expectations of the tech hour name. So yeah, yay me. I don't really see any questions as yet. I'm not sure at which part I'm here. Maybe I'm on mute. Okay, so I think that's it. Again, thank you for your attention, thank you for watching, and stay tuned. I'm not completely sure what will be the theme of next live, but I started dabbing into quantum cryptography. So I'm not making any promises, but I will try to talk about that. About quantum cryptography, quantum computers, and quantum key distribution. So stay tuned and have a nice evening.